Hi, we are going to look at some questions from the data handling paper. So, we are looking at question number 41 to 45. We have a pie chart over here and we can see it is divided into 4 portions. So, half of the pie chart, that is the maroon color, is spring, and the winter is exactly 1/4 of the whole pie chart. The remaining 1/4 is divided into 2 equal parts by autumn and summer. So, it is half of 1/4 each, so 1/8. Now, we will go to the questions. Total number of people are 400. So, how many people like winter? So, 1/4 of the total number of people, that is 400 people, like winter, that is 100 people. Again, for summer, 1/8 of the total number of people like summer. So, that is 1/8 of 400, which gives us 50 people. Now, for finding that how many more people like spring than summer, we will first find the number of people who like spring, that is half of the whole population, as we have seen in the pie chart. So, 200 people like spring and only 50 people like summer. So, all we need to do is the calculation, that is subtraction of 50 people who like summer from 200 people who like spring, and our answer is 150 more people like spring than summer. Now, in the next question, we want to find how many people do not like winter. Now, we already know that 100 people like the winter season. So, 400 minus 100 will give us 300 people who do not like winter. Now, question number 45. Find the number of people who like neither summer nor autumn. We have to add the number of people who like spring and who like winter. So, we already know that 200 people like spring and 100 people like winter. So, the answer is 200 plus 100, that is 300 people. In question number 38, we can see a time graph. So, on the vertical axis of the time graph, we can see the kilometers of distance travelled, and on the horizontal axis, we can see that the time taken in minutes we can find out. So, for 1 minute it is going 1 kilometer, in 2 minutes time it is going 2 kilometer, like that. So, to travel 2 kilometers, Julian is taking 2 minutes. So, we are plotting against 2 minutes, 2 kilometers time, and 2 minutes is coming. Again, for how much distance the car travels in 4 minutes, against the 4 minutes we are plotting, we are looking at the point on the graph, and on the vertical axis we have it against 4 kilometers. So, the car travels 4 kilometers in 4 minutes. Now, in the next question, how much more time will the car take to travel 8 kilometers than to travel 6 kilometers? So, we are going to look at both the times taken. So, for 8 kilometers distance, we can plot it against 8 kilometers distance, and the point in the horizontal axis we are getting is 7 minutes. Again, if we plot the 6 kilometers distance similarly against the point on the time graph, it is meeting the horizontal axis at 6 minutes. So, the difference in time is 7 minutes minus 6 minutes, and that will give us 1 minute as our answer. So, within that 1 minute, the car has travelled 6 kilometers to 8 kilometers. So, it takes 1 minute more time. Now, how much distance will the car travel in 3 minutes? So, again we are going to look at the graph, and as we can see, against 3 minutes on the horizontal axis, we have the distance covered 2 kilometers. So, in 3 minutes the car is covering 2 kilometers. Actually, it is resting at this distance of 2 kilometers. So, how much time does the car rest after traveling 2 kilometers? So, if we look at the graph, the car traveled 2 kilometers in 2 minutes, and again in the third minute also it is standing at 2 kilometers, and in the fourth minute it is moving on. So, it is standing at 2 kilometers distance for 1 minute time. So, 3 minutes minus 2 minutes, that is a 1 minute time duration that the car is standing at the 2 kilometers distance. Again we see a same kind of stand after traveling for 4 minutes. It is standing for 1 minute again. So, how much time does the car rest after traveling 2 kilometers? 1 minute, and altogether it rests for 1 minute and 1 minute, that is 2 minutes at 2 separate positions. So, the answer is 2 minutes here. In this sum, from question number 33 to question number 37, we can see a pictograph of Joan's salary for 5 months and his expenses for 5 months in the form of coins. Each coin is worth 500 pounds. So, what is Joan's salary can be calculated by counting the number of coins times 500 pounds, and again expenses can be calculated by counting the number of coins under expenses. So, for January it is 2.5 coins times 500 pounds is January's expenses. So, like that we can calculate each of them for the 5 months. So, first question is, how much salary did Joan get in January? So, in January there are 6 coins. So, 6 times 500 pounds, which is equal to 3000 pounds. How much did he save in January? So, for savings we have to subtract the expenses from the salary. So, Joan's salary in January is 3000 pounds as we have already found, and his expenses for January is 2.5 coins times 500 pounds. So, that after calculation 2.5 times 500, that is 1250. So, now we can calculate the savings, that is salary minus expenses, 1250. Rupees 1750 is our answer. How much did Joan spend in the first 3 months? So, let us look at the pictograph to count the number of coins for his expenses in the first 3 months. In January 2.5 coins, in February 3 coins, and in March 3.5 coins. So, adding them we get 3 plus 3 plus 2, 8 coins, and half makes 1. So, there are 9 coins in total for the first 3 months. So, which means that 9 times the value of each coin, and that is 500 pounds. So, 9 times 500 pounds is our answer. So, 9 times 500 pounds, and that gives us 9 times 545, 4500 pounds. Now, how much did Joan spend in April more than his spending in January? So, we already have his expense in January, and that was 1250 pounds. Now we will find his expenses in April. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half coins in April. So let us find out his spending in April is 4.5 coins multiplied by the value of each coin, that is 500 pounds. So 4.5 times 500 gives us 2250, and from there we subtract his expense in January, and that gives us 1000 pounds more, which is our answer. And then number 35, how much more did Joanne save in May than in April? So this is about savings. So we need to know the savings of May and the savings of April. So let us look at the data again. Now in April, the salary is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half coins, and we will multiply that with the 500 pounds value of each coin. So we will get the salary of April, that is 6.5 coins times 500 pounds, and 6.5 times 500 gives us 3250 pounds. And we already have the expenses of April, that is 2250 pounds. So we subtract it to find the salary of April. Now same way, the salary of May, it is 5.5 coins times 500 pounds value, and again in May she spent 1.5 coins. So 1.5 times 500 pounds gives us 750 pounds. So that will give us her savings in May. So when we subtract the expenses from the salary for May, so 2750 minus 750, we get 2000 pounds. Again for April it is 1000 pounds. So how much more did Joanne save? 2000 pounds minus 1000 pounds, he saved 1000 pounds more in May. Now moving on to the next part, what is Joanne's total savings from January to May? For finding the savings, we will subtract the number of coins of expenditure from the number of coins of salary from each month, and then times it with its value of coins, so 500 pounds. So for first month January, 1750 pounds is savings. For February, 2000 pounds has been saved. For March, 1750 pounds. For April, 2000 pounds, and for May, 1000 pounds. So each has to be found out separately and then added up together to find the total savings, 8500 pounds. Now what fraction did Joanne spend in 5 months? So for fraction out of the salary, we will find the total salary first. So that is 32 coins for 5 months, and timesing it with the value of 32 coins, that is 500 pounds, we get the total salary, that is 16,000 pounds. Now from our previous part, we already have the savings. So the savings is 8,500 pounds. So from question number 36, we get the reference of the savings. So as a result, our expenses is 16,000 pounds salary minus 8,500 pounds savings. That gives us the expenses 7,500 pounds. Alternatively, we can also count the number of coins under the column expenses and multiply by its value to, that is 15 coins under expenses times 500 pounds, 7,500 pounds. So, as a fraction out of the salary, we take it and reduce it by 100 and then by 5. So, it is 15 and denominator is 32, and then we cannot reduce it further. So, this is our answer. From question number 28 to 32, we have bar chart showing Harold and Anna's scores in 5 subjects. Now, the scores are out of 100, which is shown in the vertical axis, and the subjects are given in the horizontal axis. So, the vertical axis, we can see that 10 marks is divided into 5 parts. So, each part, each stripe is for 2 marks. So, if we want to find out that how much, for example, Harold scored in English, so 2 stripes above 80 is the blue bar which stands for Harold's marks. So, 82 will be the answer. So, like that we will solve 28 part B also. So, in part B, who got more in English and by how much? So, we know Harold got 82 and Anna has got 2 stripes above 80. So, 2 2s are 4 marks more than Harold, and that is 86. So, Anna got 86 and he got 2 marks more than Harold. Anna got 86 and she got 2 marks more than Harold. By how much did Anna get in mathematics? So, if we check the maroon bar for mathematics, it is exactly touching 90. So, Anna got 90 in mathematics and Harold got 95. So, exactly after 2.5 stripes after 90. So, that stands for 5 marks. So, which means that Harold got more in mathematics by 5 marks.